A phone call from Syria. Opposition activist Musab al-Husseini is calling via Skype from the city of Homs, a major center of the Syrian protest movement. Musab, do you feel safe right now talking to me on the internet?
Yeah, I feel safe now because I use a software to get encryption connection by the internet.
Husseini says he just installed Cyphone, an encrypted networking system that allows Husseini to circumvent Syrian government firewalls that block Skype. Cyphone also helps him evade online surveillance by Syrian intelligence agencies. Canadian businessman Rafal Rahazinski's company designed Cyphone with funding from the U.S. State Department.
We decided to start actively propagating among the Syrian community about 3 months ago, and then much more aggressively about 3 weeks ago. So we've seen the numbers go from a handful of individuals, now reaching up to the low thousands.
Cyphone is delivered to Syrian opposition members discreetly, either through text messages or emails that guide them to links where they can download the software. The government in Syria controls media and telecommunications networks and refuses to allow most foreign journalists into the country. So opposition activists use the internet to distribute images of the regime's deadly crackdown on demonstrators. But President Bashar al-Assad's security forces have also proven effective at tracking down dissidents using internet and cell phone surveillance.
What makes it even more problematic, and something that I think needs to be elevated on the political agendas in both Europe and the United States, is that Western companies from America and from European member states are actually providing precisely the tools that Assad and his collaborators are using against people.
This month, a series of investigative reports by Bloomberg and the Citizen Lab prompted 2 California-based internet companies to announce they would cooperate with U.S. investigators after their surveillance technology was discovered in Syrian government hands. An Italian company, Aria SPA, announced it had frozen work on a new surveillance center in Damascus. But Damascus appears to have other weapons in its cyber arsenal. This month, the European Union slapped sanctions against 3 members of the hacker group known as the Syrian Electronic Army. They're all accused of calling for violence against civilians in Syria. Musab al-Husseini, the Skype caller in Syria, knows this violence only too well.
There's more than 5 or 6 of my friends have been killed.
He says Western-supplied programs like Cyphone may help protect members of the opposition as they continue their dangerous struggle against the government. And what is it that you're fighting for?
We are fighting for freedom, for democracy, for dignity.
On the streets and over the internet. Ivan Watson, CNN, Istanbul.